What are the top 10 things that you tell yourself or believe instead of getting help for your past trauma or your PTSD? Now, when it comes to avoiding behaviors, or where it comes to us not seeking help for our past trauma and PTSD, in my experience, individuals often tell themselves a variety of reasons and or hold on to beliefs that justify their reluctance in getting the correct or right help. Number one, self-denial. I don't have a problem. What happened in the past isn't going to affect me. So, for example, someone who's had negative childhood experiences, for example, or abuse, may often think that they're fine. But what they don't see and what they ignore to their peril is the symptoms, the irritability, the difficulty in relationships, the stress involved in unresolved trauma. And they just don't acknowledge that if you don't fix the trauma, life moving forward may even be harder. Second of all, we normalize our symptoms. Everyone has stress and bad days. It is normal to have a bad day. Things go wrong at work. Everything goes wrong. The kids get sick in the morning, and then suddenly you've got to clean that up, and then they spoil their breakfast, and then you're late for work. But if you are frequently experiencing high levels of anxiety, stress, flashbacks, being re-triggered, but you think that's just part of life, you're wrong. It's not. You shouldn't be having that. It shouldn't happen. You shouldn't normalize those signs because they're probably signs of PTSD or severe trauma. You must start to understand your symptoms more. They are not part of life. You cannot treat them as being normal. That it's crucial for it to be resolved. Number three, the fear of reliving the trauma. Talking about it just makes it worse. I do not want to remember those painful memories. But did you know that you don't have to? You are going to have to create a trauma blueprint, a trauma plan. We are going to have to address what happened. But if you have the right trauma recovery methods and the techniques and the tools that we use that's specifically formulated, we use techniques that desequence and change and work directly on the emotion. Do you know it's not actually the thing that happened in the past that's the most difficult thing? It's the actual emotion attached to it. That's what we work on. It is absolutely crucial to remove and take away that emotion's power. Number four, perceived strength. Oh my God, needing help is a sign of weakness. I am strong enough to deal with this on my own. Thank you. I'll just carry on. Thank you very much for your information. And yes, there's an amazing system out there that can make life fine. I'm fine, thank you. That is not normal either. In today's world, it's actually a sign of immense stress to say enough's enough. I am now going to deal with what's happened because the life I live now is small. My world is small. I don't get any pleasure. I don't live my life to the fullest because I don't have a future. That is not normal. We should not normalize that type of response. Number five, distrust in mental health professionals. I get it. I totally get it. 80% of my client base come and work with us because they've had poor experiences. In particular, which makes me quite sad, offering trauma techniques that are CBT based, that do not work with the centers in the brain deeply affected by trauma. Any technique you use has to be working with and directly with the centers in the brain that find the trauma difficult. So counseling is often a great first stage, but it's not going to deal with your true trauma. It does not work in triggers. Very often people come to me and say, I had this kind of therapy, this is how they did it, and I just want to cry because it was not done well enough, properly enough. The exact steps weren't followed, but more importantly, it was never made relevant to your situation. It was never bespoke enough. It's a one-size-fits-all approach. Don't let that happen. There are really good people in the world that want to help. Number 6, worrying about dependencies. Oh, I don't want to become dependent on therapy, or I'll just take my pills. I'll just carry on taking my pills because no one knows that. I don't want to become dependent. Absolutely, you should never become dependent on a therapist. That is why moving through a program that has been proven with strategies, that has the ability to teach you what you need to know. You should be using techniques that you can easily implement at home each day. Whenever you need to have that, you need to have a toolkit ready. There it is. I have my app. I have my exercises. I have my trauma blueprint. I have my anxiety management plan. I know I need to do X, Y, Z. My therapy sessions are twice a week. That's what you should be. No, you will not become dependent. And you're right to worry about that, but it doesn't have to happen. Number 7, the fear of stigma. If people see or find out I'm seeing a therapist, they will think things of me. They'll think less of me. In particular in the workplace, can't let the lads know. Okay? Do not want anyone to know that I am having therapy. They'll think I'm damaged. They'll think I'm dangerous. They'll think I'm unstable, not having it. That is not a normal thought. You might have a fear of that happening, but you know, it isn't so. It's vital to challenge stigma. It's vital to show that the mental health support you're getting is there to help you move forward, for you to live your best help, your best life. Seeking help is commendable today. It is commendable. Number 8, financial concerns. Therapy's expensive, I can't afford it. Well, that might be the case because you get for what you pay. I can't tell you how many people talk to me about the fact that they've been and spent thousands over years having low-level therapy that's never been direct, bespoke, to the point, that's been effective enough. Invest in yourself. This is you. The most important thing in your life should be you. Use your funding wisely, but you've got to think about what are you going to get out of it. Why would you waste life? Why would you not live the only life you're given to the full? And for you, because the benefits are going to be there for your children, your husband, your wife, your spouse, your partner, your friends, your family. That's where we need to be working on. Number 9, putting in the time and effort. It just takes too long. It's just too long. I don't have years. Well, I can challenge that, because actually it can be a long-term process if you don't find the correct help. It can be a long-term process if you don't hit the triggers face on. And investing time and effort in yourself, using quality tools and techniques, making every minute you spend count, is what will help you move through this phase in your life. And I say it's a phase in life because it can be. And number 10, the uncertainty about treatment and its effectiveness. I've heard that therapy doesn't work, and like, what if I go through all that and nothing changes? I've been to counselling. I've done it. I've read a book. I've used my app. I've breathed every day. I'm really sorry to say, but hearing mixed reviews is unfortunately something you are going to have to put up with. But come on. Why don't you work with people with proven track records that have got testimonials of real people saying, oh my God, it worked, that have got online reviews? Look at evidence-based results and testimonials, and look for experts in their fields who can help alleviate these concerns for you. That in itself is a must. Our Trauma Recovery Method program is designed to support you in 3 different ways. We provide an online membership vault or portal with all of the huge range of exercises, tools, and techniques to use when you need it most. It's like having a therapist in your pocket 24/7. We then have our bespoke TheraCoach twice weekly sessions, contact with an expert. So it's designed to desequence your trauma memories. These sessions allow you to emotionally disconnect, break the cycle of emotions that hold you prisoner, and it allows you to take control. And then it's bumped up and held together by your one-to-one sessions with our trained trauma coaches. They hold your hand, they guide you, they take you every step, and they put you on the right track. To learn more, or if you'd like a conversation, please watch our masterclass. I'm going to put it at the bottom of this video post, the live today. And watch the masterclass. It's 38 minutes at most. I think you can find that time, and then take action and book a call with us and see what we can do. Life can be amazing, and we can make that work for you. Have an amazing day wherever you are in the world. Bye.